Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's video I wanted to do a first impressions on this Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I know this is still kind of somewhat new. I just only recently got my hands on it and it was kind of a struggle trying to find my shade, only because there were so many shades missing at the Ulta in my location. So the shade I ended, well actually let me talk a little bit about the foundation. I'm not going to get too in depth because I know there are hundreds of reviews online. So the Juvia's Place foundation, I'm actually just going to go onto their website because I feel like it's just the easiest way to explain, so I can just kind of go through this video very quickly and smoothly, get straight to the point. So it says that there are 42 shades, and actually that's all the descriptions you pretty much get. What I did find interesting is the shades start from, I believe, 100 to in the 700 range. Let me see if I can zoom that in. Okay, the zooming is not working very well. So let's just go on to their Instagram. Okay, so the shades start from 100 and end at 740. And what I found interesting was the deeper skin tones start off with the lowest number. So the deepest shade is 100 and the fairest tone is 740. So the foundation retails for $20. You guys are aware that they also have concealers. My location, actually I don't even think you can get their concealers in stores, it's only online. And I'm really picky with getting foundations, concealers, anything pretty much complexion wise online. I prefer to look at products and just to, you know, get a feel, because a lot of things just don't transition very well or translate very well on camera. So yeah, so this is supposed to be a matte, well, yeah, it's supposed to be a matte foundation, but it's supposed to be more of a satin finish is what I read and people were saying. It is supposed to be full coverage. It's $20, and everywhere online there were pretty much just shades just trying to help everybody if you don't have an Ulta near you or you can't get your hands on your shade in stores. So they have a lot of tools for you to try to figure out your shade, just doing a lot of comparisons online. So the shade that I picked up is shade 520. I cannot pronounce it, so if I can zoom or show you guys, I'll have my shade down below. It's 520. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to attempt to. And it is 1 fluid ounce, as most foundations are. It comes in a really nice squeezy tube. It says full coverage, apply with a wet beauty sponge or synthetic makeup brush with a sweeping and buffing motion all over the face. If you guys are new to my channel, I always do my first impressions the way I would normally do my foundation. I prefer foundations that look good with a beauty sponge because I don't really have any great foundation brushes. If you guys have a really good foundation brush that you recommend, just comment below, let me know, and I would love to check it out. But right now I'm pretty much just going to do a first impression the way I would normally do, by the way I prep my skin and just everything. So this is what it looks like. I know I showed you already. And okay, so it is sealed. We're just going to remove. Okay, so it has a little foil piece on the bottom, and I'm gonna just go in with my beauty sponge. I use the Eco Tools Perfecting Sponge. I'll link that below for you guys as well. So I'm just going to add a small amount. I'm really hoping that this matches pretty well. There were not a lot of options for me. And I'm just gonna go in. Oh, actually, I didn't even prep my skin. Okay, so I'm gonna prep my skin and I'm gonna go in with my 2 primers. This is the No Problem Primer, and I always do 1 pump of this all over my face, just mainly around the perimeter and where I do have pores, and then whatever is left over, I run it over my nose and pretty much just covering. And then I'm going in with my Milk Gripping Primer. And I'm taking pretty much just half a pump of that. And I'm going to just warm this up with my fingers. And I'm just going to push this product in, especially by my nose area, because foundation always seems to separate that area, and pretty much just wherever I have issues with foundations just moving. I live in Florida, so it is a struggle trying to keep my makeup on, especially since it's been so hot and rainy lately. So pretty much just pushing all of that in until it's a little bit tacky. Okay, so now let's go in with the foundation. And I'm going to grab my mirror also. And this was a lot of product. Okay, so this is full coverage. If you guys are not aware and you guys are new to my channel, I love full coverage foundations just because I have quite a bit of hyperpigmentation from previous acne. The shade's a little yellow. I have more of a neutral undertone. So I'm hoping I can make this work. And I'm pretty much still working off of what I had. I still have a bunch left over. I'm just gonna slowly add a little bit because I like a lot less foundation by my forehead area. And I always like to apply the thinnest layer of foundation on my nose. Because like I said earlier, foundation separates, it doesn't last, it just doesn't stay on for whatever reason. But I have noticed with the Milk Gripping Primer, it's helped a bit. It's looking really, really yellow on camera, but in person, I think I can make it work. Just picking up a very small product. I'm just going to start working this into my forehead. My forehead is so much darker, but I will bronze it. The other shades just looked a lot darker. So I also want to see if this is going to not necessarily oxidize, but if it's just going to dry down darker, because a lot of foundations I've noticed have been doing that. I'm not doing any color correcting either. I really just want to see the full potential of this foundation. So what I normally do is I don't like keeping my makeup on all day. And I know that's what a lot of YouTubers and bloggers and people do with videos like this, but I really just like trying out a foundation, getting a first impressions. If I like the way it looks, I try it out for the following 2 weeks, just trying it out different ways, and then I come back and film something for you guys just with an updated full in-depth review. So this is just going to be just like initial first impression, and I'll do a follow-up And I am liking the coverage a lot with this. It doesn't look super heavy, it doesn't look cakey. It is absolutely full coverage. I can probably add a very small amount to this area. I know you can't tell on camera, but I want to add just the tiniest amount. I did go in with a very small amount. I know I've seen tons of people adding too much, and I don't like wasting product. This is just one of those tubes that you can't put the products back. So if you go in with too much, you're just wasting it. Okay, and for, just so you guys are aware, I do have combination skin. Lately my skin has been more normal to combination. I do have acne prone, hyperpigmentation, all of that good stuff. So I do have some areas that are a little drier. Like right now on the sides of my nose, the skin is the skin is a little dry, but I haven't noticed the foundation picking up or just clinging onto any areas. Nothing is breaking up, nothing is separating. Everything still looks really good. I feel like I wish there was a darker shade for me, but I'm gonna jump off camera and I'm going to come back and give you my first impressions and all of that good stuff with my full face completely done. And then we'll see how the foundation separates we'll see how the foundation holds up and looks with everything on my face. So yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so I am back and my face is completely done. So far I am really enjoying the foundation. All of my makeup products went on really nicely. I didn't notice anything weird, no separating, no breaking up. The foundation on my nose stayed on pretty well. I am peeling on my nose a little bit. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera. So if you do see a little bit of peeling happening right on the top here, it is not from the foundation. It is just what's been happening the past few times that I've been wearing makeup. The only complaint I have about this foundation is I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but I'm more a neutral undertone and the foundation was just a little too yellow for me. I did try to bronze up my skin and try to make the foundation work, and I think the color is pretty good. Like I said, if I get like really close, you can probably see just a little bit more yellow than I'm looking for, but overall I think the foundation is beautiful. It went on really nice. It covered up pretty much everything, any hyperpigmentations. I'm not seeing any texture on my skin. The only thing, of course, is I have a little friend over here that decided to pop up yesterday, but overall I really don't have any other complaints. In case I didn't mention earlier in the video, this foundation is $20. You can get it at Ulta's. I believe all Ulta's may have it, don't quote me, but you can also get it from Juvia's place. I'm just one of those people where I prefer to pick up a foundation in person. I like to see what everything looks like. But yeah, I know normally when people do first impressions, they wear their foundation, they go out, they're, you know, trying it on for a couple of hours or eating, doing whatever, just going about their day. To be honest with you guys, I'm literally just going to be staying home. It is raining outside. It's been raining every day for the past 3 weeks, so I have no intentions of going outside. What I can try to do for you guys, I'll try to keep the makeup on as long as possible, because I mean, honestly, I just want to see how long it's gonna last. I want to see how long until my oils start peeking through, well, my natural oils start peeking through, and I really want to know how it's going to hold up after a couple hours. I want to know how bad it's going to separate and where it's going to start separating first. So I will try to film a ender, just giving you a quick little update before I wash my makeup off before the end of the night. So yeah, I will see you guys in a few, but overall so far I'm pretty impressed with the foundation. I'm not sure, I mean, I don't like saying I absolutely love it. My first impression, yeah, I love it. It looks great, but I really want to see how it's gonna last before giving you that disclaimer. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. I will try to do a really quick check-in at the end, but I will do a follow-up video in the next couple of weeks, depending on how the end of the night goes, and let you guys know my final thoughts. So I will see you soon, and yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, bye, I'll see you soon. Okay, so this is my final check-in. I mean, I don't know, I don't normally do first impressions like this. This is my first time, so please bear with me if I am all over the place, which I feel like I really am. But right now I am looking forward to taking all of my makeup off, taking a shower, and going to bed. It is 3:00 a.m. and I've had this foundation and makeup on for, I want to say, about 7 hours easily. I haven't done any touch-ups on my face whatsoever. I did reapply my lipstick, and yeah, that was about it for touching up. So I have my little mirror here so I can go ahead and examine everything and just kind of give you a little breakdown what I've noticed throughout the past couple of hours. So by my smile lines area, it is separating and breaking up. That's pretty normal for the most part. I'm always eating, talking, laughing, all that good stuff. I am noticing just a very small amount of breaking up on my nose area. See, just like right over there on top of my nose, nothing is separating. On my cheek area, everything seems pretty much intact. By my forehead area, it has rubbed off a little bit, but that was my fault. That had nothing to do with the foundation. I was just trying on some wigs, so that area was getting a little disrupted. But yeah, so far everything still looks pretty good. I hope it's picking up. I am a little shiny on my nose area, but I'm not sure if maybe I just applied a little bit too much highlighter, because sometimes I do get a little carried away. So what I'm gonna do is, I still have my beauty blender, well, my beauty sponge. I'm just gonna dampen it a little bit and just see if I just touch up certain areas, if it does anything. And I'm just gonna lightly go over my nose. So I don't think that made it any worse at all. I think it kind of just absorbed any kind of oil that I had. Sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. It pretty much solved my issues just by spraying my little beauty sponge and just kind of dabbing on. It's still, foundation is missing on those areas, but I have to say, for the first time using this for a good let's say 7 hours that this has been on my face, it's been pretty good. Of course, like I said, I wasn't outside, so I didn't have the heat and the sun and everything else working against me. I will try this foundation out for the next week or so, and I will post another video with a full in-depth review for you guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I apologize if I was all over the place. This is my first time attempting a real first impressions follow-up review for the entire day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.